Good morning, everyone. Today we will continue with our chapter Electromagnetic Waves, which is chapter number 8 in class 12 physics. Today we will study nature of electromagnetic waves, right? Nature of electromagnetic waves. This will be our topic today. In the last topic, we studied about the source of electromagnetic wave, and in that case, we have seen that source of electromagnetic wave was oscillating charge, which we can also call a accelerating charge, right? So today in that series we will add nature of electromagnetic wave, that what type of nature will an electromagnetic wave exhibit. So let us have a quick revision. In the previous lecture, what we studied about electromagnetic wave, and in electromagnetic wave we studied that it consists of two things. One is electric field and the second one is magnetic field, right? After that we studied that this electric field and magnetic field, we studied that electromagnetic wave have these two things, electric field and magnetic field. And also you should know this, that the electric field and magnetic field, what will be the relationship between them in the structural way. The structure of electric field, or you can say the oscillation of electric field and the oscillation of magnetic field, will be perpendicular to each other, right? Will be perpendicular to each other and will be perpendicular to each other. And after that, what you will add in this, you will add that the propagation of electromagnetic wave, it will also be perpendicular. It will also be perpendicular to the electric field and magnetic field. Okay, don't get confused, children. What we studied that electromagnetic wave consists of these two things. One is electric field and other is magnetic field. After that, we studied that electric field and magnetic field, they will remain perpendicular to each other. That means they will oscillate perpendicular to each other. And after that, in this statement, we added one more statement, and that is about propagation. Propagation of EM wave will be perpendicular to both electric field as well as magnetic field. That means there are three things in total. One is electric field, second is magnetic field, and the third thing we added today, it is propagation of electromagnetic wave. Now you must be thinking that what do you mean by propagation? So the word propagation you heard in ninth class. In ninth class you must have heard this word propagation. The meaning of word propagation is how the wave travel from one place to another place. That is known as propagation. So propagation of electromagnetic wave, it will remain perpendicular to electric field and magnetic field. Since we already studied that electric and magnetic field is going to be perpendicular to each other, and after that, if propagation will also become perpendicular, that makes these three things to be perpendicular to each other. Okay, they will be mutually perpendicular to each other. With the help of a graph, figure, I can say, I will explain it to you once again, so don't panic if you haven't understood. Now, after this, what is EM wave actually? If we will define electromagnetic wave, what is it actually? It is actually a wave which is made up of electric field and magnetic field, or you can say it consists of electric field and magnetic field. These are perpendicular to each other. Electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other, and the electromagnetic wave propagate perpendicular to both of them, electric field as well as magnetic field, right? So this all things we studied till yet. After this, electric field. Now you study more about electromagnetic field here. Electric field, electric field will oscillate, right? It will be oscillating. Suppose it is oscillating along x-axis. Okay, magnetic field, it will also oscillate. Suppose it is oscillating along y-axis. Why we supposed y-axis? Because this electric field and magnetic field has to be perpendicular to each other, and we know that x-axis and y-axis, they remain perpendicular to each other. So we said that if electric field is going to oscillate along x-axis, then magnetic field will oscillate along y-axis. In that case, in which direction should we say that the electromagnetic wave will propagate? Yes, it is must that electromagnetic wave will propagate through along z-axis. Reason? Because z-axis will be perpendicular to x-axis as well as y-axis. So it makes up the whole thing that electromagnetic wave is a wave which consists of electric field and magnetic field mutually perpendicular to each other, and electromagnetic wave propagate in a direction which is perpendicular to both electric as well as magnetic field. So what can we say after this? Like you know very well that electromagnetic wave is made up of electric as well as magnetic field. So their equations we have, right? These equations, where have you seen these equations? These equations you have seen in class 11th. These equations you have seen in class 11th. We just studied that electric field as well as magnetic field both will be oscillating, and if they are oscillating continuously, then they will be represented by the equation of oscillatory motion. So this is nothing but the equation of oscillatory motion which you studied in class 11th. Okay, so electric field, because it was oscillating along x-axis, so we have written here Ex, which is showing the same that electric field is oscillating along x-axis. Okay, it is given by E0. E0 means maximum electric field, magnitude you can say, sine kz minus omega t. If you remember in class 11th, you must have studied that whatever will come with this k, it shows that the wave is propagating along the same direction. And in this scenario, we studied that along z-axis, what will be propagating? Along z-axis, you can see here electromagnetic wave. This electromagnetic wave will be propagating along z-axis. So we have written in the equation E0 sine kz minus omega t. In the same way, as we considered that magnetic field is oscillating along y-axis, so it will be given by B0, which is magnitude of magnetic field, or you can say maximum magnetic field. It B0 into sine, again you can see here kz minus omega t. Now there are two things coming here and you must be thinking about them. One is k and the other one is omega. So what is omega? If you say about omega is angular frequency. Omega is angular frequency and it is given by 2 pi nu. After that, the second thing is k. This k, wave number. This is known as wave number and it is given by 2 pi upon lambda. These all things you studied in class 11th and is related to oscillatory motion. The chapter, the last chapter of physics part 2nd, it was related to all about, it was everything in that chapter was related to wave and its motion. So there in that chapter you must have studied about them. After that we will move on. I have shown you here equation of electric field as well as magnetic field. So these type of equations we will have, and the equations are showing the oscillatory motion because we know that electric field and magnetic field, electric field as well as magnetic field, both must be oscillating here, right? After that you can see a picture here. In this picture, what you can see there are two type of waves. This is electric field. Now what you can see, electric field is oscillating. Along which axis it is oscillating? That you can see along x axis it is oscillating. So once it is going in positive direction and for the other half it is going along negative direction, right? After that, what about magnetic field? You can see here y axis is along this direction. So along this direction only the magnetic field will oscillate. So you can see the shape of magnetic field lines oscillating in this way, and these arrows which I have drawn just now, these arrows will be parallel to y-axis. Reason? Because magnetic field is oscillating along y-axis only. This is along positive y-axis, this is along negative y-axis, positive y-axis, negative y-axis. It is so simple as it is shown here. Right, after this, okay, let us move on. Here, up to here I have shown you about electric field and magnetic field, propagation of electromagnetic wave, and on the basis of this picture, and on the basis of equation, and on the basis of the logic we studied here, we can say that electromagnetic wave has what type of nature? The nature of electromagnetic wave is transverse. Okay, now what is transverse? Transverse, children, about transverse and longitudinal and transversal wave. These two type of waves you must have heard about these in class 11th, as well as in class 9. Now what is the meaning of transverse nature? Transverse nature means when the wave is propagating, wait a minute, okay, when the wave is propagating along a direction, but to the propagation of direction, the particles oscillate perpendicularly. Okay, if the particles are oscillating perpendicular to the direction of propagation, then that type of wave is called transverse wave. That's why here this EM wave I am calling to have transverse nature. Reason? Because if this is the direction of propagation of EM wave, because you can see here z-axis, then perpendicular to z-axis along x-axis electric field and along y-axis magnetic field, both are oscillating here, and both are perpendicular to z-axis. That means electromagnetic wave. That means the direction of propagation of wave. If both are perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave, it is so simple to say that they have transverse nature. So this is the type of nature electromagnetic wave exhibit here. After this, these equations already we have seen. So this equation is representing electric field along x-axis, magnetic field along y-axis. With the help of these two equations, we would be able to derive this relation. This relation is between wave number and the second thing is angular frequency. Okay, angular frequency. But this relationship, remember, this relationship is in vacuum. If there is no medium present, in that case, for a wave having electric field as well as magnetic field, both the factors if it have, then we can say that omega will be equals to ck. If there will be some medium, in that case, in place of this c, what will come? V, velocity of light will come. That means velocity of light in that medium. And from here we can say that velocity of light will be equals to omega upon k. It will be equals to omega upon k. Right. After this, you look over here, considering the medium to be absent. That means if we are considering vacuum everywhere where the wave is traveling, in that case we can write omega is equals to ck. Right. Now you already have seen that the wave number k, it is equals to 2 pi upon lambda, and about angular frequency you studied that it is equals to 2 pi nu, where nu is frequency. Then substituting the values here in this equation, what will you get? You will get ultimately nu lambda is equals to c, which is a very known relationship between frequency and wavelength for a wave traveling in vacuum. And again, with the help of the two equations for electric and magnetic field, we can obtain the value of B naught, which will be equal to E naught upon C. What is C here? C is the speed of light, and E naught, B naught are the magnitudes of electric field and magnetic field, which are oscillating perpendicular to the propagation of wave. Okay, this we can derive. This we can derive with the help of those two equations, as you can see here. Okay, with the help of those two equations we will be able to derive this. After this we have properties of electromagnetic wave. Children, the video is going to be lengthy if we will include this topic, propagation properties of electromagnetic wave. So what I say, this property of electromagnetic wave, as well as what will I take in the next video. In the next video I will tell you about radiation pressure, about electromagnetic wave, its property, right, and then electromagnetic spectrum will come, as you can see here in front of you. Okay, and the type of electromagnetic waves, these all things we will study in the coming lectures. So let us put full stop here in this to this video lecture, and let us hope for good. So we will meet in the next video lecture. Till then, you keep revising and take care.